Here's why narcissists leave you suddenly, and it's completely unreasonable. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to our program. In today's segment, we explore the nuanced factors that lead a narcissist to conclusively terminate a relationship. Our investigation covers the exhilarating initial phases of a relationship with a narcissist, uncovering the journey that results in understanding of their genuine character. We will scrutinize the pivotal moments signaling the culmination of these relationships. Stay with us as we reveal the psychological underpinnings of these transitions and offer insights into navigating the intricacies of relationships with narcissistic traits. Embarking on a relationship with a narcissist typically involves heightened emotions within these dynamics. One might encounter an unprecedented closeness, a connection that seems unlike any experience before, akin to discovering a soulmate. Narcissistic individuals commonly portray an image of dedicated partners, seemingly attentive to your every move. Decoding a narcissist's mood fluctuations proves challenging. In the presence of a narcissist, affection may be evident one moment, followed by abrupt isolation the next, seemingly devoid of any apparent cause. What initially appears appealing in the early weeks or months gradually unravels over time. Over the months, the narcissist's facade unravels, exposing their true self. Vigilance and insights drawn from these unfolding events become imperative. Now let's delve into the compelling query of what motivates a narcissist to terminate a relationship when their genuine nature is revealed. Comprehending the authentic essence of a narcissist is an intricate undertaking, emotionally taxing, especially if there's genuine care for them. There may be a juncture when you feel compelled to communicate this truth. However, brace yourself for potential reactions from a narcissist. As known, narcissists frequently resist criticism or interpret it as rejection, driven by a superiority complex where they believe others are privileged to be in their company. Exposing their authentic selves may be perceived as a direct affront, an unwelcome act that they find entirely inappropriate. Despite this, circumstances arise where addressing these conflicts becomes imperative for personal well-being. When a narcissist senses a threat to their facade, the typical response is to create distance. Setting elevated expectations and resisting the acquiescence to a narcissist's desires can trigger poignant memories of neglected childhood. This resistance endangers the narcissist's primary sources of approval and validation, essential elements they fervently pursue. It elicits emotions of rejection, betrayal, and loneliness, exacerbating their already delicate self-esteem. To regain your focus, individuals with narcissistic tendencies may employ manipulative strategies such as lavish praise, emotional manipulation, blame shifting, threats, aggression, gaslighting, punitive actions, deceit, and reneging on commitments. Initially, they may strive for reconciliation through apologies or an overwhelming display of affection, commonly referred to as love bombing. However, if these tactics prove ineffective due to your growing independence, they might lose interest and turn to someone more accommodating to their influence. When you establish robust boundaries, resisting the imposition of someone else's ego on your identity, acknowledge that only you have the prerogative to shape your sense of self. Narcissists often endeavor to govern your behavior, typically with malicious intentions. It is imperative to reject any labels or definitions imposed by a narcissist, whether related to your appearance, demeanor, intelligence, or any other aspect. Instead, concentrate on discovering and asserting your genuine personality. Expect a challenging reaction when delineating boundaries with a narcissist. They perceive limitations as an assault on their self-esteem or a blow to their ego. Asserting your independence may elicit adverse responses, but remember, you are prioritizing your well-being by establishing and upholding clear boundaries. A narcissist may opt to disengage as they grapple with your newfound assertiveness. Stay resilient and have confidence in your inner strength throughout this journey. In the face of challenges, narcissists are motivated by a desire to boost their self-esteem and assert control over others. Their primary focus revolves around attaining love, admiration, fame, opportunities, and various resources. Genuine concern for others is not a priority for narcissists, as they perceive individuals merely as tools for personal gain. It is crucial to realize that the narcissist is unlikely to offer sincere assistance when you encounter difficulties. In fact, they may already be contemplating ending the relationship. Understanding that narcissists thrive on disorder is essential. If your challenging circumstances do not directly affect them, they may endeavor to redirect attention to themselves. They might react intensely to the perceived source of trouble, engaging in heated confrontations. Casting themselves as victims, narcissists lament how the situation should never have occurred. During challenging times, a narcissist may exploit a family or group experiencing difficulties to divert attention and focus it on themselves. When confronted with illness and depression, individuals with narcissistic traits consistently prioritize their own desires, establishing it as a prominent characteristic. Regardless of their own well-being, emotional state, or the need for attention, they insist that their needs take precedence and may react negatively if you fail to comply. This expectation persists even when you are unwell and have legitimate needs of your own. Typically, narcissists display minimal genuine concern for others, particularly when dealing with sickness or experiencing depression. Depending on a narcissist for support during such challenging times is generally not recommended. Interestingly, they may even prefer you to be in a weakened state. The narcissist often perceives illness or vulnerability in others as an impediment that diverts attention from them to the person facing health challenges. Observing others in a state of illness may induce discomfort in the narcissist, leading them to exploit the situation for personal benefit, potentially resulting in contemplations of departure, especially when you require assistance the most. When narcissists perceive no further advantages from you, they are known for exploiting individuals to achieve their desires, typically centered around success, power, and attention. They frequently engage in negative discussions about others to enhance their own self-worth. An integral aspect of their behavior is their failure or reluctance to acknowledge the needs and emotions of others. For those wary of being manipulated by a narcissist, understanding that they will remain in a relationship as long as it satisfies them is crucial. However, once you no longer meet their demands, there is a strong likelihood they will opt to terminate the relationship. This harsh reality is a challenge faced by many individuals affected by narcissists. Narcissists approach relationships akin to skilled chess players, strategically arranging their pieces. While entering these relationships unprepared and inexperienced, thinking one can overcome their strategies, the narcissist swiftly discerns when you are no longer advantageous to them. At that juncture, they metaphorically remove you from the board, as the game can no longer proceed with your involvement. Subsequently, they set out to find a replacement, highlighting how narcissists plan to exit a relationship when they no longer perceive any value in it. When one embraces authenticity and consistency, individuals with narcissistic traits desire to be the central focus of your life, often prompting their targets to prioritize them above all else. As you become more truthful and dependable in your actions, a narcissistic individual may interpret it as a loss of control, leading them to contemplate ending the relationship. It's crucial to acknowledge that individuals with narcissistic tendencies employed various manipulative strategies to maintain dominance, even within a relationship. While involved with a narcissistic individual, continue engaging in activities that bring you joy, foster your friendships, and stay true to your authentic self. Recognizing your intrinsic value empowers you to prioritize what genuinely matters. As time progresses, the narcissistic individual anticipates that your reduced reliance on them and increased focus on their own life will result in diminishing interest on their part. Eventually, they may seek attention elsewhere. Always prioritize yourself, ensuring that you remain the central figure in your own life. When boredom strikes and they encounter someone new, individuals with narcissistic traits often resort to infidelity to satisfy their desires while retaining control in the existing relationship. One prominent reason for narcissistic infidelity is their engagement in a long-term relationship or marriage. They actively seek a new partner or source while still committed to someone else. If they perceive someone else as more appealing, perhaps younger, more attractive, wealthier, or more famous, they might be inclined to pursue that individual. However, this new relationship may prove transient, and their ego might consider returning to you. By that point, you should have moved forward, making it difficult for the narcissistic individual to re-establish a connection with you. They will depart when they sense that you no longer fulfill their needs or provide the love and attention they seek. Individuals exhibiting narcissistic tendencies, especially those intensely absorbed in themselves, may endure detrimental situations as long as they receive narcissistic supply. This supply encompasses the love, care, and emotional investment derived from their partner. However, not all narcissists are willing to persist in such relationships. When a narcissistic individual perceives that their needs are satisfied, they might choose to terminate the relationship promptly. However, the signs indicating that a narcissistic individual is contemplating departure are sometimes subtle and challenging to discern. Identifying these less obvious signs earlier could serve as valuable early warnings. Recognizing these signs can be challenging, particularly in times of tension. Misinterpreting or overlooking these signs may lead to significant stress and confusion for the other person in the relationship. Individuals engaged in relationships with individuals exhibiting narcissistic traits can gain valuable insights by understanding the dynamics inherent in such connections, enabling them to navigate these relationships more effectively. Acknowledging these recurring patterns and subtle signs equips you with valuable insights and readies you for potential shifts within the relationship. We express our gratitude for your participation as we delve into the indications that suggest a contemplation of departure by a narcissistic individual. If you found this information beneficial, kindly express your approval by liking and sharing this video with others who might also find it useful. To access more captivating videos on relationships and psychology, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support is genuinely valued as we strive to build a community where everyone can enhance their understanding. Take care until our next encounter, and I'd eagerly anticipate your presence in our upcoming video.